What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at OpenCore Configurator, which, if you remember way back in the past, I made a video saying how bad this was because back then it was bad. Now, these days, since it does, work off of OCD validate and it uses the configuration.pdf, the thing that we all use to update our config. It uses that to be able to make a config, so it actually does no longer corrupt your config. I have made about 10 configs today. All of them worked. All of them were not corrupt, and I'm probably going to continue testing this thing. But for right now, it's doing really well. As you can see, it allows you to pretty much address things really quickly with quirks and add things to your well, this is pretty much if you have Threadripper, but yeah, it allows you to add patches, your device properties. Watch this. Look how easy that is to just add all of your PCI Express stuff so that you can just head in here, go to more info. Of course, again, you have to go to system report after that. It's really annoying. You can go into PCIe and you have all of your stuff in there that you want. It's really cool. It shows as eternal. Driver installed, yes. No for that, and no for that, because I don't care about the Wi-Fi. Whatever. It allows you to deal with kernel stuff pretty quickly, so you can adjust your quirks, you can add in your patches. Patches are right here, list of patches, and there's a ton of them. I don't think he has the AMD patches here listed, which is a bit unfortunate. That would really help if he did, but if you needed to, you could add those in pretty easy. You can set everything from min kernel to max kernel, fuzzy scheme. It's all here. Misc, well, whatever. You deal with bless, entries, total. Do whatever you need to do here. Here's debug. There's the list of things for debug, the list of things for security. There's even vaults, so basic, optional, whatever you need, it's all here. It's pretty cool. And look how nice that is to have. Here's your serial, of course. NVRAM's here, so get NVRAM data from here. Look at that. All ready to go. It just functions. And write to flash is right there. For this, you do not need to use this anymore. I believe this was removed in 8.0.4. We just use SMBIOS. Come in here and all your information gets filled in. You're ready to go. Now that is very useful, and you can, I believe, where is it? Just mess with your ROM version and stuff. So you want a new serial number, generate it. It's there. So audio, drivers, input, it's like Clover Configurator now, except it actually works. Despite what the Dortania guide says, they haven't been testing it at all. They just sort of had a bad experience with it in the past and then shit all over it and then let it rot, and they haven't been back to it since. It's a bit disappointing to watch, when you have an experienced bunch of developers, you expect them to constantly keep testing something, hoping that it will get better instead of being childish and shitting all over everything. That's not what you're supposed to do. Because even in the beginning, Clover Configurator wasn't very good at all, and it became better as it went on. The developer listened to input, he took the input, he applied it, and this is what he did here. It's really cool to see that you can make an OpenCore config super easy. Like, you know what? Let's see this. I don't remember any of this. This is the problem. So for the quirks for me, you can go to the guide. You can figure it out. I don't really want to touch the Dortania guide. I don't like its existence. I never really bothered with it, as I found that most things don't get updated and other things are overstated opinions that are no longer needed. So there's that. I'm going to enter my password here, and we're going to make a config exactly like mine, because that seems like maybe a nice thing to do. By the way, that is EFI Agent. That is one of the best EFI mounting tools you'll ever find. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to open this up in plist editor. Okay. And since we're in Booter, we're going to click Booter. We're going to go to Quirks. And so allow reloads. Yeah, so that's no. I know it's so small. I'm not used to a 1440p display yet. Avoid runtime defrag. So click that. And no to that, no to that, no to that, yes to this. So enable safe mode slide. Enable safe mode slide. Where are you? You're right there. And the next yes is all the way down at the bottom. So provide custom slide. Where are you? You are here. Next, I believe rebuild Apple memory. So where are you? Ah, there we go. And sync runtime permissions. So sync runtime permissions is over here. You're like, it's not there. It doesn't have it. Yeah, it's just, I'm trying to have this small so you guys can see. And resize Apple GPU bars, I believe you need to have to -1 and provide max slide to 0. That is correct. So most of this was already correct by default, which is nice. It would be cool if it detected this was an AMD system and was like, I know what to apply. You know, it makes things a little bit easier, but I guess he wants to make it so you have to do this stuff yourself. For patches, there's one item and Mac OS to Hack OS. What the fuck is this? Identifier Apple. You know, it's one of those things where I'm like, why is that there? And I just end up deleting it because it doesn't need to be there. Save. All right, device properties. Now, if you notice, I have all of these, but I actually only have all of these. I only chose certain things to keep. So my Ethernet controller, as you can see, is built in. That allows for a near native experience with iMessage. My USB controllers are in. Host bridge. So most of these are here, which is fine. Honestly, I'm going to leave them all here because they're not going to really do anything. Kernel, add. As you know, Lilu, virtual SMC, all that stuff is there, and it's pretty simple. We can actually go here. I can go to add, and we can go to check Kext, I believe, or download update Kext. So it's going to do a thing. Where it downloads all known stuff, or at least it did for me last time. No, it's not there, but look. It does list all my Kext currently in my config. It's cheating. It's cheating. Do you see that? I can easily scan and browse. So there you go. Those are all the things that I use currently. And they're in there. They're all enabled. You're good to go. And if you need any of this, so we are going to need to deal with quirks in here. So we're going to just minimize add, and we're going to go to quirks. And as you can see, we have a list of what to say for no and what to say for yes. So we're going to start with this yes down here, which is disable link, whatever the hell that says. So disable link. Yeah, there we go. Next one is all the way down here. Panic, no Kext dump. Just right here. And power timeout kernel. Where are you, my friend? You're probably over here. My brain is not saying it because I am... What did it say? Oh, panic time. No, power timeout kernel. That's why I wasn't seeing it. My brain was not functioning. Note to self. Practice more with your brain. It's right there. I was right. It was over there. So next one is provide current CPU info, which is right there. And -1 on safe set APFS trim timeout, which is there. And that's it. Look at that. And there's a schema here. I don't even know if that's supposed to be there. I didn't add that. But we go to block. Do we have anything on block? Nope. Emulate. Do we have an emulate option here? Yes, I do. We have it right here, so we can just easily add in whatever we need. Even though we're not actually emulating, we have force here and patches here. And I just like... No, it doesn't let me. Can I copy? Import a set of patches. Import a set of patches from... Ah, it's right there. Look at that. Okay. Well, there we go. There's your patches. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's pretty cool. Well, there they are. There are a set of patches here that need to be adjusted. I'm trying to figure out which ones they are. Because you do need to set your core count. So do I go over here? Yeah. Core count limit. That's pretty cool. What if we get rid of all this? How do we get rid of all this? So can I just go like that, hit delete if I don't want them? That, cut. No, I have to just... That's not nice. He needs to find a way to get rid of them all. I can probably just do this. Because I want to download the AM4 patches real quick and see if those are good to go as well. Yeah, there they are. Look at that. That's pretty nifty, don't you think? Can't hate on that. It's an easy way to set patches and to put them in proper places. I mean, the bitching and crying that goes on with this type of stuff is just sad. Anyway, we're going to put those in there. Miscellaneous, what do we need to do in here? Alright, so let's go to bless override. There's nothing. Let's go to boot. And boot is pretty much just doing its thing. And is it all dealt with up here, or is it all dealt with here? That's confusing. All that changes up there. So picker attributes 0, we change that to 17, so it's all dealt with up here. Console attributes 15, so change that to 15. Picker mode is, where's picker mode? Picker attributes, picker mode is external, so we change that to external. Isn't this cool? Picker variant set to audio. Where's picker variant? Picker variant auto. Look at that. So show picker set to yes. Ding. What else can we set? Hide auxiliary. Where's that? Hide auxiliary. That's set to no, so we don't click that. Picker audio assist. Picker audio assist. Right there. We set that to no, so we don't click that. Poll audio Apple hotkeys. No, so we don't click that. Launcher option. Where's that? Launcher option set to disable. So that's it. That was easy. What about debug? I love how people shit all over this program still and they have no idea what they're doing most of the time. Alright, so Apple debug. Yes. Apple Krennic. Yes. Assist report. Disable watchdog. Yes. Display delay 0. Correct. This level needs to be set to this. So like that. Pretty cool. Log modules is set to a weird thingy. Nice. Target. Where's target? Target is right here. We're going to set that to 67. Security. Next. Oh, that's entries. This is security. So allow set default. Allow set default. Check. Blacklist Apple updates. Check. DMG loading. Signed. Check. Enable password. Where's that? You know, I usually do this in like intervals so my brain doesn't fry. Secure boot mode. Oh, I add that to disable. Don't need that. Vault set to optional. Correct. And the only one that I don't see there, expose sensitive data. Where's that at? Expose sensitive data to 6. That's already set to 6. Good. Password health, password salt. Don't need that. Scan policy 0. like that. And besides that, expose sensitive data. No, actually I have that. It's all there. Nice. Serial. Do we have serial in here? We do. So basically no for anything. Now if it's no for anything, I'm gonna probably just delete that part from here, which would be pretty good. This is where you set your boot arguments. This is where you set your CRSR active config, your input computer name or whatever. Interesting place to have all of that. I believe this is where we have to set the CPU name for restrict events or not. Nope. Platform stuff, generic. We already did all that, which is good. And UEFI is basically all dependent on you. So that's already been set. This has already been needing to be done. So I don't have any drivers. You can see drivers. This is where you put them. Download. Drivers not installed. Scan and browse. So there's my drivers. I don't know why that's not in. What is that? There's just a random thing up here. We're going to get rid of that. There we go. Oh, right, because it was set there before. Yeah, okay. Input. You get the point. I don't want to have to fully set all this up. This is annoying. So for input, we're going to set key filtering to no. So don't enable that. Key support is yes. Key swap is no. Pointer support is no. And key support mode. Where's that at? Key support mode. Because it's not being used currently, which is fine. Threshold, I believe, was 5. And that's it. We head over to output. And go to output. No. Disabled. So, no to all of this pretty much. That's set to built-in graphics. Yeah, all of this pretty much just functions, and honestly, I'm gonna set that. I don't care. There's no yeses except for one. So provide console gap. So provide console gap, enable that, move on to protocol overrides. Let's go there. This is fun. No, one yes, firmware volume. Done. See how easy it is to set up a config when you have an actual good ass tool. Enable vector acceleration. Enable vector acceleration. Wait, are we in here? No, we're in Quirks now. Where's Quirks? Yeah. One of yous have a secondary tab for Quirks, or did he just like straight up forget that it exists? That's funny. The Quirks are down here. Look, I thought I was about to have to go and find them, but this is the only yes. Resizable bars again at -1. Amount is 0. And no. The only thing we have to change. It works. Reserved memory. Nothing in there. Okay. Well, we're gonna hit save on this. I'm gonna just eject this. And where's the save as button? Or stick this in documents. Let's see if we can find the sanity check of the new one. I have it saved somewhere. That's the old one. This is the new one. Sanity checker is back, by the way. And we're going to go with Zen. We're going to go to Documents and Open. I did not add any of that. And I did not add whatever green. It's not needed in my system. Dummy power management. That was my fault. And connect drivers. So here's the thing. Screw up. Hop back in here. So drivers. We're going to enable connect drivers. The one thing what was the other thing that I forgot that was in red? Patch max count 41. You may not have actual AMD patches. Expected value 17 or less. So what this does is it adds in all the patches and you have to clear them out, which is understandable. So emulate. So I believe emulate is in kernel. And where is it? W power management. That was my bad, honestly. So for this, I do suggest doing it a different way. Download the patches, drag and drop them in. Apparently it just adds them all in. That's the only downside I see to it. So I know those ones are needed. And set cache info. Yeah, I used the wrong patches anyway. Let's get rid of these. My fault. Pull all those. And we're going to actually minus there and add a set for Ryzen. And once again, hit save. Go back here. Yeah, well, they're actually there. We're good to go. Just add the patches the manual way. Honestly, it's kind of simple. Let me do it real quick for you. Let's get rid of all of this crap. 22-minute video. So AMD OS X and vanilla GitHub. Oh, my hand is killing me. I've had so many IVs lately that I'm not feeling too well. And double click to open. So we're going to import this right here. So import set of patches. Go to downloads, find it, and see how there's so many less, and you have to set the core count. So here's the cool thing. I have 8. So what I have to do, I think, is head here, and we have to change this here to 8. Hit enter. And 8. Hit enter. I'll have to talk to him about this part. Besides this, he's done great. If you want more GPU performance, disable this one, enable this one, unless you use HDMI audio, okay? We're going to hit save again. We're going to open this back up. We're going to go to Sanity Checker OpenCore once again. And we're going to load up the same config. Again, whatever grain. And that is the only red thing there besides the ACPI tables. We're done. We made one. That was fun. This program has come a very long way, and to those who shit all over it, until you give it another shot, all you are a bunch of toxic trolls who need to be put out to pasture. Hackintosh is about growing. It's about moving forward. It's about learning, reading, understanding, and helping, not being an ass clown every chance you get and making a stupid derp face, crying because you don't understand a simple program. I'm just saying, this is a great program, and it does exactly what it's supposed to. It's pretty damn cool. Anyway, it took a while, but honestly, I give this thing a good seal of approval. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. I hope you guys enjoy. Give it a shot. Try to make a config and have some fun. This could probably help you make a better config too. Who knows?